Alright, I think you can see this. So anyways, I tried making a video on this saw. I don't know what happened with the camera, but it won't let me get the video off. I just got this thing. It's a Homelite 1050. Paid $100 for it. And the guy said he bought it brand new, and then he quit using it. It sat on the shelf for 10 or more years, and then he decided to get it out and get it running again. And it didn't have spark, so he took it to a small engine place, and then they just screwed it all up. So he got it back. You can see where they snapped a bolt off in here trying to pull the flywheel off. But anyway, so he got it back. And then he threw some parts at it, and still couldn't get spark, so then he just kind of gave up on it, I guess, and put it up for sale. So anyway, so then I made a video on it, and I tore the ignition all apart. Couldn't find anything wrong with it. And you can't really get parts for these. Parts are almost impossible to find. So I found some used parts off of eBay that I ordered. Then put it back together while I figured I'd wait for these parts to come in. And then when I put it back together, I thought, well, let's see if it has spark now, just out of curiosity. And sure enough, it did. So then I put fuel in it, and it fired up, and it seemed to run good. So I put the bar on it, and then made one cut, and it kind of started acting weird, and then I shut it off, went to make another cut, didn't want to start, finally got it running, and then it wasn't doing good. So anyways, then I bring it back home, and being I knew it had spark, I didn't start looking there, and popped the air filter off, and I noticed it was leaking fuel under the fuel line here. It was broke right at this barb. So I assumed that was the problem. Fixed that, still won't start. So I thought, well, let's check and see if it has spark, and it doesn't have spark. So I ordered those parts, so that's where we're at now. I guess we'll pull her back apart and see if we can figure out how to get some spark to it. And obviously I put all the tools away. Alright, I don't have a puller, so what I've been using is one of these copper flaring tools. I don't know, it's always worked for me. Right tool for the job, I guess. I should get the right color or but really don't work on this. So anyways, the small engine shop that had worked on this, they ran bolts up too long all the way through into the ignition system. Pinched off a wire and kind of screwed stuff up in it. It's in commercial. And you're getting it. There she comes. It might be better if I shut this light off. Alrighty, well, I think I might have found out why we lost spark. That one wire that they had pinched off before the guy tried to fix it, and he put these splices on it. And anyways, obviously you can see what happened there. I guess we'll have to pull this out of here and see if we can't fix that.
You found 3 emeralds.
That wire was not looking good. Oh good, you gotta find all of them.
141 emeralds in Lumberville. That's a lot of emeralds. Great job. Press the A button to continue.
Probably gonna have to loosen these up.
You found a key, a clever castle. The cleverberry tree is in the center of clever castle.
And I'm in the castle.
Select the level to explore.
All right. So I will get you some water, Henry.
Find the cleverberry tree. Watch out for mischievous pixies.
Just give me a minute.
Along the way.
So there's that wire that got mangled up. So we'll try and solder something on there. Try to make it a little bit better than what it was. I ordered an ignition off of eBay. It was for a different saw, but it looked, in the picture anyways, identical. I mean, it could be the same, but just smaller. It was for a smaller saw, but since I got this apart, I think I'll compare it and just see if that one will work. I'll fix this one and put it back on there, but it'd just be good to know that I have a spare. Alrighty, I'm going to shut you guys off for a minute. Alright, here's the ground wire that I just soldered it, so it's kind of hot, but that should work, I think. And then here's the ignition that I got off of eBay, and it looks like it got crushed. So that kind of sucks. It's not exactly the same, but the biggest difference is this tab right here. That doesn't have that, but it looks like these holes would mount up, so I think we could make this one work if we needed to. Just too bad it got broke. So that's that. I'm going to swing this around here. Alright, I'm thinking that'll work.
You found
Alright, let's see if we got spark now.
I lost it a lot. See how much I died.
Okay, I don't know. Can you see the spark plug? No? Yeah, you can see it there.
Then look, I died.
Yes.
Still no spark.
Then I died on it.
Alright, well, still no spark.
I am a rhombus. Happy to see you. Rhombuses, 4 equal sides, much like a kite. Hold on tight. Kite. Walk. Earring. It's time to go. You found 2 emeralds.
Oh, that still looks good. That gap seems a bit much. I wonder if it just didn't line back up exactly where it was. Alright, let's try that. Alright, we're sparking now. I don't know if you can see that or not.
I have a double-rounded top with a pointy bottom.
Alright, that's good.
Chocolate.
Well, alright, we got the 1050 out. Hopefully, works now, and we're gonna go make a cut. So I did make a couple cuts on that log last time, and that's when the wind kept blowing the camera over. And then that was when the flywheel tore up that ground wire in there. So hopefully it's fixed now, and we'll go try it out.